So, Emily Rodriguez, we were kind of wondering about what was going to be happening. We were kind of wondering what was going to be happening, and it was like Jan Jensen. I still think Jan Jensen kind of maybe gave a weird answer. If there was any chance of Emily Rodriguez coming back or if she wasn't there, but Emily Rodriguez she's done at Iowa. She's not going to be back in the team. So you can see this post here from Talia Goodman. News: Iowa's Emily Rodriguez will not be making the trip to New York with the team for their game against UConn. A source told On 3 Sports. She's currently on indefinite suspension due to violation of rules. According to the source, Rodriguez has the opportunity to rejoin the team if she recommits to the standards. If we're being real, this isn't a surprise. It's one of those weird things where it's like there were enough people corroborating a story that that she is going around telling people in Iowa that she will not be back in college. She's leaving after the semester. Not leaving at the end of the year, she's leaving at the semester. That she's just done with the college. There was a sports book that the sports one what additionally cryptic comment means, I guess, wage or two proposition violation rules for feigning injury due to displeasure playing time or due to disrespectful interaction with coaching staff for the general same reason. And look, Emily Rodriguez has a lot of ability. Let's not ever question that. Like there were flashes where she looked unbelievably good. Problem is those flashes were against garbage teams. Transfer portal calling her name, Iowa standards. Did it really unfortunate? She was an important contributor and a difference maker. She should have been. She was not an important contributor and difference maker. She should have been one. Heard some things from some people this is coming. Hopefully she can get her head straight and understand what it takes to succeed at this level because she's simply not there. The reality is that this is one of the weird things about women's basketball is that people know what's going on. And they shouldn't. This is one of those annoying things where it's like people know things that they shouldn't know what's going on with some of these players behind the scenes because people talk too much. This is now like high level pro sports. You're going to be seeing them. You're going to be seeing all these teams pulling any sort of bet gambling on the WNBA gambling WNBA games. They know it's why you're not allowed to gamble on Irish basketball games. Like in most bookies do not take Irish basketball gambling because everybody knows what's happening. So it's like the bookies have to stop it because like if an import player, a team's American, got injured, every single person in the country would know that. And people would just start putting mad money on the other team to win games. And it was at the stage where it was like people go in with accumulators, which is like parlays. And I knew people that would. They made like in the thousands of euro by like basically putting parlays on because they had insider information on every fucking team in the country because everyone just talks. It's that small thing where it's like, it's at the stage now in women's basketball. It's like people know, like there's random Twitter accounts, like players are hopping on spaces and they're in spaces, like random ass Twitter accounts are leaking where every single player is going to be transferring. Random Twitter accounts. There were random Twitter accounts that said DeWanna Bonner is going to Phoenix. DeWanna Bonner missed one game. They were like, DeWanna Bonner's missed one game for personal reasons. I remember seeing a random ass Twitter account tweeting, DeWanna Bonner has left the Fever for good. She's going to the Phoenix Mercury. Like this was like 3 weeks before she actually officially said she wasn't playing for the Fever again. There were people, random Twitter accounts that were leaking this information. And it's common in the NBA. It's just it seems to be way more common right now in this. But yeah, it's people obviously knew too much, but it is a pity anyway with Emily Rodriguez because, like, if we're being honest, not the first place seeing a moment like this season. A few others. Team navigate returns of team violations. Don't think she will. And look, at the end of the day, it's not over. It's not over if she doesn't. If she's young. At what age is Emily Rodriguez? 20? If even. She's a sophomore. She does not have her age on ESPN, but she's a sophomore. She's probably 20s. Maybe 21 at the oldest. And at the end of the day, look, don't judge somebody by their actions at 20. Like, I have no doubt about it that she probably did break a rule, and the suspension is probably deserved. But I also have no doubt about it that she's a talent. And look, she's going to have 2 more years of college. She's going to have 2 more years of college to play, where she can get out of Iowa. And sometimes things don't work out. And at the end of the day, even if she is being unprofessional, even if she is being bad, if we were all judged by the decisions we made at 20 years old for the rest of our lives, geez, we'd all be fucked. We'd all be fucked. Like, even looking back on some of the shit that I tweeted when I was in my early, like 23, 24, I'm like, fuck. Like, I probably, if I'm judged by how I was at that age compared to how I am at 29, I'm like, oh, it's not looking ideal now, is it? But yeah, look, at the end of the day, she's being suspended. There's a way of getting back on the team. If she's able to go up to Iowa, be up to Iowa standards and get back on the team, great for Iowa, because she is a talent. If she's not, I hope that wherever she ends up going, she has more success and there's no off the court issues wherever she goes for the rest of her career. And look, if she's not able to get back in the Iowa team, and realistically, if she does go and make make the decision that she doesn't want to do it, I hope as time goes on that as she gets older, there is a maturity increase, and she has a really good last 2 years of college and goes on to have a pro career. Because I don't really think she's a WNBA prospect. Maybe she thinks she is, maybe that's the problem. She thinks she's a WNBA prospect, but like, she is a contributor at a high major school. Like, she could be a contributor at a lot of ranked schools, especially coming as an upperclassman. So I have no doubt about it that Emily Rodriguez is going to have another 2 successful years. It's just unfortunate that this year at Iowa does not seem to be that. It does not seem to be that at all. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Have you guys been following this? Do you think that Iowa should be somebody that, or like, do you think Iowa should maybe accommodate her more, or do you guys think that Iowa's completely in the right in this scenario? I probably would lean towards Iowa probably being in the right in this scenario, but hopefully all ends up getting sorted, and maybe Emily Rodriguez will be back in the court for Iowa at some stage. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.